chicken. Fried chicken and more chicken. You got that. Hey, chicken, you got that plug you go and play whipping on the road. Hey, chicken. You got that ground play whipping and more chicken and more chicken. Bye-bye. That ground plane is whooping somebody. Hey, Dirty Harry, that ground plane is whooping somebody. Dirty Harry, 1963, come on. Lord of mercy, it seems as if Dirty Harry cannot hear my top-looking poo-poo driver. No, Sergeant Dirty Harry, 1963 Jamaica, Buckroyd. Jamaica, let's go. Bye, Dirty Harry. Hey, Dirty Harry. You're putting pressure on somebody with that ground plane. Oh, Dirty Harry, on the ground plane? 1963, good day.
The time is 10:08, and so am I. Motormouth Mall got down.
Well, we wish you well. 2019 waves, Dirty Harry, 1963. Bye, 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 bye.
Hello around Jamaica. Hello out there around Jamaica. Motormouth Mall, what does Mother Nature make her? Waving right there, right now, breaker, breaker. I guess I don't hear anything out there on Jamaica. I did hear Jamaica. But I guess Mother Nature ain't quite rolling in our favor right about this 10:36. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Dropping the hammer right here, right now, I got down. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. No Mother Nature. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast. Undermodulated beast. Got down right there, breaker, breaker.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, I read it, but I'm not looking around the West Coast. I'm looking around the West Coast. 1963 Jamaica.
Yeah, 1963 Jamaica. I thought I heard you out there, but you were talking to somebody else. I couldn't tell who you were talking to. But I could hear you out there doing some talking out there. You say you're not looking around the West Coast. A 1963 Jamaica. Motormouth Mall, trying to ease up in your radio from time to time. Right there, right now, I got down.
Hey, Motormouth Mall. I'm boys in Florida, plugging my ears, but I can hear some man calling me. Hey, Motormouth Mall. I'm not looking around the West Coast, man. I'm looking across Florida. I'm looking across Florida. I'm not looking out west. But I can hear you, man, and them boys in Florida plugging my fucking ears. Good morning across the West Coast, Motormouth Mall, 1963. Still trying to read your mail.
1963, well, you say you're looking around in Florida, and you got Florida plugging your ears right now, and you ain't got a good copy on me out there, but you're trying. Now, I appreciate you taking a bit of time out of your day to spike the mic and say hello out here on the west side. Let me turn this thing up a little bit for you. Hey, 1963 around Jamaica. Let me turn that up for you just a little bit so you can get a little better grip on my lip. 1963, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast right here. Right now, I got down. We got no conditions out here, but I do have a water gate rolling, so if Mother Nature decides to come my way, I might catch her. No conditions out here on the central coast of California. Radio station Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down. I hear Mexico rolling up in there a little bit. I hear some noisemakers in Mexico. So we don't know what Mother Nature's going to do. I'll take a standby. Radio station Motormouth Mall, the West Coast beast. Back to the workbench. Hey, Cadillac Jack. Hey, Cadillac Jack, I hear you out there, I do. Good morning, time. Big ol' Happy New Year coming up around the bend there, Cadillac Jack. Radio station Motormouth Mall, stepping back.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, I'm now looking out west, man. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I'm looking out west. Motormouth Mall, 1963, baby.
Hey, 1963, you say you're looking out west right now. Hey, 1963, you're looking out west right now while you're looking up around the central coast of California. 1963, around Jamaica. Motormouth Mall, trying to ease back up in your radio, the breaker.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, you up in my radio, man. I can't hear Florida no more. Hey, Motormouth Mall. Hey, you're wrong, man. I was looking around Florida. I came to be more of Florida right now, and I'm looking straight west. So I'm not hearing them around Florida.
Well, I'm glad you can't hear him now. I'm glad you can't hear Florida anymore. In 1963, you say you're looking straight west, and you got a whole ear full of Motormouth Mall right about this 1036. That won't last real long. There's going to be somebody out there on the West Coast that puts a big old hammer down on me, but I try to sneak up in there every now and again, try to get up in there. Hey, 1963, good to hear you. Big old Happy New Year coming up around the bend there, Bree.
Motormouth Mall, take it easy, man. You're the only station I can hear coming out of California. I can still hear them boys around Florida because the best of the condition is coming from Florida, Georgia. That's where the best of the condition is coming from. But I can hear, man. Sometimes you step up 20, 25 dBs in my radio, man. Your condition is up and down, but I can hear you. You're the only station I can hear coming out of, coming from the West Coast. Motormouth Mall, you wish you had the best for the new year.
Well, don't say that too loud or you're going to have them all keying down on me. You're going to put a big old target on my back. In 1963, You tell everybody out there that I'm the only station you can hear off the West Coast. You're gonna wake them all up, and they're gonna be putting a big old hammer down out there before long. But that's okay. I take what I get when I get what I get. 1963. Appreciate you bumping it down. Appreciate you letting me know you hear a little bit of Florida up in there too. But from time to time, the conditions are going up and down. But you say I am the station right now that you're hearing out of the West Coast. I'm doing the best I can with what little I got. Me and this 96-foot long beam right here, right now. I'm stepping back. Let's go.
Oh, Roger, more. I want to bumble up some more. I'm going to put some more watts out there. Hey, more. I just put some more watts out there. I don't know if you have seen any difference, but I tried to put some more watts out there. More. Take care. Take it easy. West Coast Beast. 1963, Jamaica, we standing by.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play that back for you, because I was recording that while that happened. Check this out.
I can still hear them boys,
hang on.
Because...
Let me go here. Long beam right here, right now. I'm stepping back. Let's go.
Oh, Roger, more. I want to bumble up some more. I'm going to put some more watts out there. Hey, more. I just put some more watts out there. I don't know if you have seen any difference, but I tried to put some more watts out there. More. Take care. Take it easy. West Coast Beast. 1963, Jamaica. We standing by.
There you go, 1963. I heard the click, and I heard the audio increase, and I saw the carrier increase. So you see, you were going to try to put some more fire in the wire, and I guarantee tell you accomplished what you set out to accomplish there, Breaker.
Roger, more. I tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put the maximum power out there that I can show. Hey, more. I want to make another click. This is the final click. Listen to this click. Final click. That's my final click. That's the last try. More. Peace, my brother. 1963, Jamaica. And we are here. Good day.
10-4. I saw a little bit of an increase, and I didn't hear any real serious degradation in audio, so it sounds like it's working for you. Here, I'll play that back for you real fast. Check this out there, 1963. Here comes the playback, which you set out to accomplish. Watch this.
Roger, more. I tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put the maximum power out there that I can show. Hey, more. I want to make another click. This is the final click. Listen to this click. Final click. That's my final click. That's the last try. More. Peace, my brother. 1963, Jamaica. And we are here. Good day.
10-4. You didn't need it. You can leave it back down there where the first one was. But it sounds real good there, 1963. You got that hammer down out here in fine style. Ain't no doubt about that. I got the Watergate rolling, and I'm going to post it up on Facebook later tonight so you can take a look at it. But, yeah, you smoking, man. You sounded real good. 1963, Motormouth Mall. Look around Jamaica right there. Let's go, Breaking.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for doing recording. Thanks for playing back the recording. Live and in living color. That's how I heard it down here in Jamaica. Live and in living color. Take care, take it easy. More. This is 1963 Jamaica. We say have a good day. We're back quiet.
10-4. Big old good day wave, and you're very welcome. Always good to put a grin on your chin there. My pleasure to put the playback out there, let you know what you're doing out here on the central coast of California, and definitely you're doing a good job. So keep on with the keep it on out there. 1963, always a pleasure with the double measure. Your brother out here on the West Coast, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, and the voice of the central coast of California and beyond. God down right there, breaker.
Hello, brother. Another day, big 2019 turn up, belated Christmas, we're live for the Mouth Mall.
Hey, Dr. Dre, I heard you up in there, big old 2019 wave. Hope you had a merry belated Christmas as well, and Happy New Year coming up here around the bend. Dr. Dre while you're smoking, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping, breaker, breaker.
Hey, Motormouth. Coast, Oregon, did it.
Hey, Tall Story? Was that, let me play that back here real quick.
Hey, Motormouth. Coast, Oregon, did it.
I heard Tall Story in Georgia, and I heard another station say, hey, Motormouth. I didn't get the 28 there on the first one, but that's what I heard out there, Break.
Okay, 2019, 8 miles. Dre, 8 miles. Dr. Dre, 4 miles. Dr. Dre got all the way down.
You got all the way down there in fine style there, Dr. Dre. You're all up in my radio. Hey, Dr. Dre, you're all up in here and sounding great on the band. Ain't no doubt about that. Dr. Dre, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Got down. Hey, Dr. Dre. Well, I heard the playback out there. It sounded pretty good. Appreciate that. I'm not sure if that was, I'm not sure who that was, but I did hear the playback in the world of sound there, Break. Motormouth Mall stepping.
8 miles. That's Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre working at the Rocket Mobile. 8 miles.
Hey, Dr. Dre, you say you're working a Mobile. I didn't realize you were in a Mobile. I thought you were in the base station. Hey, Dr. Dre, now I thought you were in a big base station there. I didn't realize you were in the Mobile. Man, you got that Mobile smoking there, Break. Uh-oh, that was the end of Mother Nature. That might have been the end of Mother Nature right there. Dr. Dre may have been the last person up in my radio. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast, under modulated beast. Got down.
Still rolling. Or you are. Coos Bay, Oregon.
Hey, now wait a second. Coos Bay, Oregon. You're on the side of the beam, and I can hear you. You're doing a good job. What's going on out there on Coos Bay, Oregon, the Break? Maybe I should turn the antenna up north. Hey, give me a few minutes here, or I should say a minute and a half or so. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the antenna to the north there, Break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, have a Happy New Year. 800 Coos Bay, Oregon, waving hand.
Yes, 800 Coos Bay, Oregon, Motormouth. Old Copperhead out.
If you turn that cap bigger to the north, you gonna get a whole ear full of 63. Hey, Motormouth, the 63 say, if you turn that cap bigger to the north, you gonna get a whole lot of 63. Motormouth, 63 clear.
And boys, Leonard, all righty. Go ahead and make your breakfast, 800. Catch you later. Motormouth Mall will be back with you.
Does it sound different right there? It sound different right there, or it's the same different?
Back in the grass.
shut the pump off. Had the irrigation running. Forgot that I had it running for about the last 20 minutes or so. Anyway, I'm all out of breath. Holy cow. Motor mouth mall stepping right here, right now. What happened to Coos Bay, Oregon? I thought I heard 800 out there on Coos Bay. They're breaking.
You did. Well, unless there's another station covering me up.
No, nobody's covering you up. I got a little bit of noise. Oh, whenever I point this big antenna to the north, I pick up a big buzz from somebody. I don't know who or what or where. But I get one heck of a lot of noise when I point this thing to the north to break.
As well, but sounding good, man. I was on the
I didn't get that last one there. You said you were on to something. I didn't get what you were, if you were referring to an antenna or a different polarity. But if you have another polarity, try it just for fun. See what your signal does to break. You're on the vertical? Okay. Yeah, I got you. You're below the noise level, but your audio pokes up in there pretty good. Beautiful audio, by the way. It just, the noise is something fierce to break. I don't know what my signal did, but I almost had a better copy on you when I was pointed a little bit to the east. So it's one of those situations where the beam is actually a tool to reject noise more so than to optimize a signal on a station. So I suppose I should turn the antenna back around the other way a little bit. But anyway, it's good to hear you roll up in there, 800. Yeah, I think Mother Nature doing some flipping and flopping. Your signal dropped down about under a half an S unit. I could tell you were keyed up, but I couldn't quite tell. I don't know what kind of signal strength you have on me up there. Maybe I'm not doing real good either, Rick. I'm going to go squeeze the antenna a little bit more to the east, look more due north, a little bit more north, maybe even slightly northeast, and see what that does. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, he said a while ago, he said you were coming in around 7 at that time, and then sometimes he said you go on up to the red, but anyway, he's still got a copy on, a good copy on you there from Motor Mouth Copperhead, clear.
Roger, the Copperhead, appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny, I'm on the flat side pointed toward you, and I'm not hearing you real strong, but you must be barefoot, or are you on the 2-element pointed north?
Yes, I'm on my 2-element quad pointed north there, 10-4.
Oh, 10-4, okay. Well, that explains that. I'm going to move my antenna just a little bit to the east and see if I can't get rid of some of that noise and maybe hear things better. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, earlier he, 800 said he was about ready to go in there and start making breakfast. But anyway, yeah, he'll be in there. The conditions are coming in and out there a bit, but I still got a really good copy on him, even on his steam or his ground plane. Alrighty, I'll catch you later, Motormouth. Copperhead, clear.
10 for the Copperhead. Okay, you say he's going to go in and make some breakfast. So, all right, well, I'm going to move it anyway just for a little bit because the noise is, I'll be able to hear you anyway, but the noise is pretty bad when I look that direction. I haven't figured out what it is. I mean, obviously something, well, I would say 90%, whatever it is that's making that noise is, oh, you know what? My power line that feeds the station, the 12,500 volt line, comes up the driveway, and the driveway runs north-south. And I wonder if there's a magnetic field caused, as I'm pulling a lot of current right now. You know, obviously, well, even when I'm not pulling current, there's still the noise. But the fact that it's got the magnetizing current on the transformer, which is, you know, right out here in front of the place, that 12,500 volt line coming up 1,200 feet up the driveway could be the cause of my noise when I point north. If I point more to the west, it goes away. If I point more to the east, it goes away. So the only source that I could think of that would be strong enough to cause that much noise in my receiver would be the magnetic field generated off of the 12,500 volt line coming up the driveway, which is going north and south. I'll bet you that's what it is they're breaking.
All right, good, very well. Very well be, yeah. All righty. Well, at any rate, I'll take a standby and KP got better conditions and come back to you. All righty. And then if you do want to swing it a little bit, that might help. At any rate, okay, I'll take a standby. I know the mouth Copperhead, clear.
10-4. Again, considering the fact that all of these properties are 20-acre properties, and there's nobody to the north of me for miles, and nobody to the south of me for miles, the only noise generation device would be the power line on my own property. Interesting. I never thought of that before. All right, let me go swing this antenna a little bit. I'll be back in a bit. Copperhead, radio station Motormouth Ball, your West Coast beast. Gun down.
And for alrighty, I'll take a standby myself. Catch you later, Motormouth. Copperhead out.
Motormouth and Copperhead. Hey, Motormouth and Copperhead, your guys' neighbor, Margarita, Hawaiian Punch waving.
Oh, Hawaiian Punch, that's there in San Margarita? Wow. Hey, it is really good to hear you back on the air there, Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm in and out, not on here a lot. You know how it is. But good to hear you out there, girl, for all the swell on that end, Copperhead break.
6-4, wow.
I'll be right back. I got to trim the antenna a little bit, but I think you'll be able to hear me anyway. Hey, Hawaiian Punch, take care, Motormouth, ball waving.
Good.
Yeah, 410, Motormouth. You're killing me over here, Motormouth. All right. Hey, Copperhead, sounding real good like always, buddy.
He's still keyed up.
Day at a time. Let's see, this next month I'll turn 81. Oh, that's natural. Been retired 23 years. Catch you later, Hawaiian Punch. Good to hear you in there.
Yeah, 410, 81. Well, dang, you're doing good. The 17th of January, I'll be only turning 57. I hope I'm going to do that as good as you at 81. Gee. All right, Copperhead. I was just telling Motormouth I was turning north, man, up here, and I heard him through my back door. I swung it back around. Heard you guys talking, so I thought I'd better stop by. No doubt.
You betcha. And I'm glad you did stop by there to give us a shout. Hawaiian Punch up there in San Margarita. Wow. Good to hear you in there. Alrighty. Old Copperhead will take a standby in case Motormouth Mall's in there now. Catch you later.
Alrighty there, Copperhead. Yeah, I heard him talking about that magnetic field with his line. Said when he turns a certain way, it's killing him. I got 20 pounds on him. All West Coast beast. I'm that quiet.
Yeah, well, he's got a whole lot more rump on than I got. I only got 150 watt dead key here. Oh, well, Gary, I just do the best I can. And, Hawaiian Punch, good to hear you in there. I'll take a standby.
Yeah, 410. Well, I ain't got a lot either. When he's out there, I take standby. No doubt.
Yep, me too. I do a lot of copy in the mail sometimes. Oh, well, at any rate, Hawaiian Punch. Catch you later, bud.
All righty, Copperhead. Good to hear you again. If I don't talk to you before or after New Year's, you have a blessed one and a safe one. Hawaiian Punch, Santa Margarita clear. Stay quiet.
10-4, alrighty. Catch you later. Copperhead on the side.
Hey, Copperhead, how's this D-104 sound on this Yakimo over there? I'm just curious. Is D-104 not too tinny up there, break?
No, it's not. It sounds good. And I'm sure that when Motormouth Mall gets in there, he'll tell you the same thing. Sounds good.
I'll tell you what I'll do real fast. Let me play it back for you.
Alrighty. Catch you later. Copperhead on the side.
Hey, Copperhead, how's this D-104 sound on this Yakimo over there? I'm just curious. Is D-104 not too tinny up there, break?
No, it's not. It sounds good. And I'm sure that when Motormouth Mall gets in there, he'll tell you the same thing. Sounds good.
I'll tell you what I'll do, and that's what I heard right there. Hey, Hawaiian Punch, there's your playback. And I moved the antenna actually to the west more instead of to the east. I moved it to the west, and a lot of that noising buzziness, I think, went away. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Motormouth Mall, stepping right there right now, breaking.
Yeah, poor kid. Well, I get it too, man. I think it's the moisture, man. If I turn my antenna certain ways, I get a whole bunch of noise. I turn it like south to north, it goes away. I turn it up north to south, it goes away. But if I turn a little more east, I get a little a noise. Crazy.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, the noise appears to be gone. Yeah, I think it's when I'm in line with my power line. You know, and my power line is buried. It's underground, but it's a 1,200 mile. It's a 1,200 foot run at 12,500 volts. Yeah, feeding the big 75 kVA transformer. And I'm thinking that that's what I pick up is some magnetic, field coming off of that long wire. The conduit is plastic, it's PVC. So chances are that's what's happening. I got a big old antenna with 12,000 volts, 12,500 volts on it. And that's probably what I pick up. But when I turn the beam a little bit off of either side of it, the noise goes away. Normally I turn off to the east. But this time I turned more to the west. Since I was talking to you in Copperhead, and there's not so much coming off the east coast, I figured I'd look a little more to the other side and seem to fix things up a little bit more. But, wow, what a trip. It sounds good there. I like that microphone sounds super clear there, Brig.
Yeah, forget. Yeah, I thought I'd test it out on this Yaesu, but you don't have that problem when it's summertime. You turn anyway, and you don't have that problem, 410?
Nope, I get it all the time. It doesn't make any difference what day or what time of the year, how dry or how wet. When I look due north, I get that noise. Unless the skip is so strong that the noise is under the skip, then I hear the skip over the noise. But whenever I point due north, I get that noise all the time, there, Bree.
Yeah, that's crazy. What do you have? What do you have to do to fix that? I mean, you just have to turn your antenna, or what do you think you got to do about that?
That's the only option I have. The only other option would be to pull all the electrical line out, make an arrangement with PG&E, and put in some sort of metal conduit, galvanized conduit. I don't even think you're allowed to do that. Man. Yeah, I don't know. If I did that, you know what I would do? I would make a custom piece of conduit. I would take a piece of metal conduit and make it almost all the way around. But then at the bottom of it, I would slice it and then put epoxy in there so that it has no continuity. So it's like a loop of wire, but with two ends on it. And then I shouldn't be even saying this out loud. And then I would take a wire off each side of the end of the conduit and run it over to a rectifier stack, rectify it, create DC, and then charge batteries, and inductively pick up a power off the 12,500 volt line. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think, you know what, I think you're asking for trouble when you... I think you just better leave it and just turn your antenna slightly. It sounds like more work than you need.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like the farmers that have a lot of land, they got a lot of land, and the land is underneath the sagging lines on the high tension wires across the property, and they got cows running around. Well, those high tension lines, they're long between the two poles or towers, and then they're low to the ground in the middle because they sag. They're probably about 30 feet away from the ground. And so if you took a bunch of a backhoe, for example, and you dug a big trench in a big shape, like a big square or a big rectangular trench underneath those wires, and then collect a bunch of extension cords and scrap wire and so on and so forth, and string it end to end and just make loop after loop after loop, right? Then take those two ends and bury the trench back up again. You would inductively pick up the energy, the magnetic inducted energy from the high voltage or high tension lines into your coil. And then you'd get an AC voltage coming off of that. Then you could rectify that AC voltage and run it to your source, to your house. So anyway, yeah, there are crazy things, I suppose, but I think that all of that would get you in more trouble than it's worth, there, Rick.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll be more trouble than it's worth. You do fine just the way it is by turning your antenna, so it doesn't matter if the conditions are at your house, man. So usually all the time, I would just leave it. You're loud and proud. It sounds like the West Coast beast to me. 410.
10-4. What am I, about 5 or 6 units over there in Santa Margarita there, Break? Up and over the hill, about 45 miles, 50 miles? What am I at your place?
What's his name was real low, but I could still hear modulation, but Copperhead. But shit, you got 20 dBs in this thing.
20 dB. I think you got to recalibrate your meter there, Greg.
No, I'll even lower that RF gain down, and you go ahead, try it now.
Okay, well, there's a little bit more for you. I should say I'm not putting out anymore. I'm just giving you some more carrier. That's more carrier right there. I'm sorry about that. There you go.
Yeah, I can see it now because I got mine up at 6 right now, and if I drop it back down, then you drop down. But where I normally just keep it, you're all up in here.
10-4. Wow. I could probably lower the carrier some. Here, I'll lower the carrier down. I won't change the audio. I'll just lower the carrier a little bit. That's as far as I can go. That's almost nothing right there. Maybe about, that's still nothing. I mean, it's as far down as I can make the control go, but I'm still at 2 kilowatt carrier, I think.
Yeah, you don't change the audio like you said. Sounds real good, man. It's all up there, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna buy me one of those Bellinger EQs on this, put it in line with this Yakimo and try add it to that studio mic. The studio mic sounds okay, but I gotta bring out the treble and the bass a little bit. Cause I'm just using phantom power when I use that studio mic, but if I think I try to put that EQ in there, it'll probably make my audio different. I was listening to Buzzard. He was we were talking one day, and he was recording me, and he sent me that while he was on Facebook, and I was listening to it. It sounded okay, but it didn't kind of bring out the highs in it. I don't know. Just my theory. What do you think?
Yeah, the problem is you're limited to the bandwidth of the radio, and your radio is not going to pass the highs, and your radio is not going to pass the bass. And so when you use an equalizer, your bandwidth is limited, but you can dip the mids, which give you the illusion of maybe having a little bit more high end and bottom end. But it's not really going to be there until the radio's widened up. So, and as far as the equalizers go, the hot ticket is the UR6QW. UR6QW? I believe. Look up 8-band EQ, and follow it with the call sign UR6QW, and an equalizer will pop up, and they're pretty cheap, and it's the hot ticket if you're going to use one of those. But don't expect more than the radio's bandwidth will allow.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll check it out. Well, I guess it'll probably work better on like a Cobra 2000 or a Galaxy or a Tram, or what do you think?
No, it'll work the same. All of those radios. Factory stock bandwidth is only like, on a Tram you might extend it to 250 to 3,000, but most of those are about 300 to 3,000 hertz bandwidth. So no matter what radio, whether it's a Yaesu or ICOM, Kenwood, Tram, Galaxy, Cobra, Realistic, they're all going to about have the same effect. So what you want to do is if you're looking for good audio on CB, what you want to do is get yourself a cheesy, crappy little radio like a Cobra 29 and put one of these modulators on it, and then spend, $100 on a PC with Windows 10 on eBay, and then get Live Professor, which is $80. So you're into it $180. You use your studio mic that you already have, and get a Behringer, what's it called? I've got one right here. I use it. Hang on. Oh, Euphoria. Get the Behringer Euphoria. They're $29. And then all the plugins are free. Get all the plugins, equalizers, compressors, limiters, noise gates, reverb, whatever you want. It's all free. And it's virtual. And you don't have any power cables, you don't have any audio cables, you don't have any ground loops. You get all the adjustability, you get the ability to save things, recall things. It's what you want to do. And then feed that into the modulator, and then have the modulator directly control the driver and final on any CB radio. I don't care if it's a Galaxy, a Cobra, a Realistic, whatever. And you'll have the best transmit audio you can get, period. And then if you want a special receiver, if you don't like the receiver in the radio, then you can put a dial key relay on it, and then use your Yaesu receiver or any other receiver you want to use. And that's the hot ticket right there, Breaking.
Now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking, Motor Mouth. I just want to, cut through the mess. I ain't got big wants, but now you got me thinking what I have and what I run for an antenna and what I got for boxes. It might just cut through it, no doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's the direction you want to go. You've already got the rest of the station. And the audio, you can take it to whatever extreme you want. You can narrow it up. You can widen it out. You can make it dense. You can make it, natural. You can do whatever you want. It's all at your fingertips. And I guarantee tell you, it'd be the best couple of $100 you ever spent. 180, 200, yeah, about $200. It'd be the best $200 you ever spent, plus a modulator board, so $125 on top of that. So $320, whatever. And you would have the ultimate. The PC I'm talking about on eBay, they have no fans. They draw 15 watts. They run at 5 volts at 3 amps. They don't make any noise. They come with Windows 10. This is a no-brainer, dude. I would not steer you in the wrong direction.
Well, I'm going to have to seriously take you on that. I got the computer. I got Windows 10 already. So, my daughter's boyfriend built me it's actually his gaming computer. Yes, it's a tower. But that's no problem there. But I think I can swing that. I mean, if I can get some different audio and, I might have to tell my wife. My birthday's coming up, the 17th. I might have to change my plans. I was asking for some stuff for my boat, but I think I might just ask for something different. Or Dad?
Tell you what, since we've got such a good copy, I'm going to go ahead and go to my mobile. Now, I've got a lot of bass in the mobile. I haven't toned it down yet. There might be a little bit too much rumbliness in there, but I'm going to switch to my mobile and see if you can hear me. And what's in my mobile is exactly what I just told you. It's the Behringer Euphoria, the modulator, feeding a Cobra 29, a D104 handheld, a D104 handheld mic. That's the only thing different. Instead of a studio mic, I use a D104 handheld in the mobile. Totally stock, no modifications. And the PC that I told you about, same PC, the audio program, everything, all the same stuff. And I'm going to switch to my mobile and see if you can hear me, okay?
All right. You mean no modifications done to the Cobra 29, or is there modifications done to the Cobra 29?
Nope, just cutting one trace and soldering a ground wire and a hot wire. Just 2 wires. And everything else in the radio is all stock.
Wow. All right. I'll take a standby. I want to hear this.
Okay, I'll be right back. Listen carefully, because I'm going to be in the mud, though.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be waiting.
All righty. All right, while you're waiting there, and Motormouth Mall is going to go out and get in his mobile. I am also running one of Motormouth Mall's first modulator boxes that he's put out. And I'm just on a little 2-element copperhead quad right now. So I was just wondering what you thought about my modulation and how my station sounds there, and give me an idea what kind of a signal that I am giving you there, Hawaiian Punch. 10-4?
Yeah, 10-4. Well, you sound good. I listen to you all the time when you're even talking Skip. They're hearing you everywhere I talk, or you don't have no problem. No, it sounds good. That's why it's kind of making me wonder. I mean, for that, that price of money and what he's talking about, I mean, I could still have another station. I mean, I'm never going to change the station, what I got now, but it's maybe, I want to see the different audio. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt, and that's not a whole lot of money. You know, it's not a whole lot of money to be spent, but something to look at, you know, and try. Since I got almost everything, and I just ain't got the Cobra 29, which I do, but it needs help. I would rather start off with a fresh Cobra 29. But your station on your S unit, I got it at the same as Motormouth right now, but you don't have 20 dBs, but his is, you know, totally different. But, you know, you said you had the older version or the newer version or the same modulator.
And for when Motormouth Mall comes in there, he'll tell you exactly what he's got set up for me over here right now. He'll let you know. All righty, I'll get out of here and let Motormouth Mall get back to you. He should be in his mobile.
Yeah, I got 3.5, 3 into 5 S units on you. Copperhead.
Hey, Copperhead, I'm back, and I think now there's a bunch of other people out there. I'm hearing different things out there. I don't even know if Hawaiian Punch is going to get a grip on my lip right here, right now, but this is the mobile. Hey, Copperhead, I have no idea if he's going to get a grip on my lip or not, but hello to you, Copperhead. Hello, Hawaiian Punch. Let me know if I can make the trip up there around Santa Margarita. Radio station Motormouth Mall, working this mobile right here, right now. I got down. Breaker.
14. Well, cool. You probably hear my heater going, too, in the background.
Hey, did I make the trip there, Hawaiian Punch? Motormouth Mall, being nosy.
See what he's talking about in his mobile bike.
10-4, all righty. All right, I'll back out, and he can tell you exactly what I'm running over here. Catch you later. I'm clear.
Okay.
He was keyed up, okay. Hey, Copperhead, I guess I'm not making the trip up to him there, Break. I didn't even know he was keyed up. I thought he was listening. Hello to you one more time, Copperhead. Hello, Hawaiian Punch. Radio station Motormouth Mall Mobile.
I just barely heard you, Motormouth Mall. Being I got it pointed north there.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. I think the mobile's not going to make the trip out there. If I can't get up in there with this, I'm not going to do it with the mobile. I'm pointed your way and pointed his way, and may not make the trip. But anyway, it was worth a try. All right, Copperhead, I'm going to swing back to the base. Ask him if he heard me. I don't think he did there, Break. If you couldn't hear me, he didn't hear me.
Okay, all right, I'll ask him. Yeah, I switched it to the ground plane. I heard you just fine. Now I switched it back to the beam there to ask Hawaiian Punch if he did hear you in there. Hawaiian Punch here. Motormouth Mall is in his mobile now. I don't know if you copied him or not. He wanted to know if you did copy him in his mobile there, Hawaiian Punch. 10-4?
Yeah, no, I can't hear him. I can't hear him in this mobile. I was listening. I heard you talking to him, but I can't hear him. 410?
I heard him say he can't hear me. I could hear him at about half an S unit, and he said he could not hear me. So I did copy that. All right. Well, anyway, I've got this on a Watergate, so maybe if he listens to the Watergate later tonight, he can hear the difference. It's near the end of the gate. This gate's a long gate, but anyway, the skip rolled out a long time ago, so it's just been some local stuff for the last little bit. So anyway, I'll switch back over to the base station here in a minute or so, and we'll catch you back shortly. Motormouth Mall Mobile, stepping.
10-4, Motormouth. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Hawaiian Punch. He said he could hear you just barely, but he knows that you were not able to hear him. At any rate, he's going to get out of his mobile and he's going to get back on his base, and he'll get back with you on the base there in a minute there.
Yeah, no, I can't hear him at all. Hey, Copperhead, I can't hear him at all. I only hear you. 410, I'll be back.
10-4. Motormouth Mall will get back with you on his base there in just a minute there. All righty, I'll take it. Stand by.
Yeah, tell him I got to go in the living room. My wife's calling me. I'll be right back.
10-4. All righty.
trip. Hey, Hawaiian Punch, I could hear you at about a half an S unit every once in a while, but not real good at all. And you couldn't hear me at all because I was in the Mobile on a mud duck station, so that's what I get, I guess. But anyway, the audio, here, I'll tell you what I can do. Check this out, Hawaiian Punch. Let me play this back.
Ask Hawaiian Punch if he did hear you in there. Hawaiian Punch here. Motormouth Mall is in his Mobile, and I don't know if you copied him or not. He wanted to know if you did copy him in his Mobile there, Hawaiian Punch. 10-4?
Yeah, no, I can't hear him. I can't hear him in this Mobile. I was listening. I heard you talking to him, but I can't hear him. 410?
I heard him say he can't hear me. I could hear him at about half an S unit, and he said he could not hear me, so I did copy that. All right. Well, anyway, I've got this on a Watergate, so maybe if he listens to the Watergate later tonight, he can hear the difference. It's near the end of the gate. This gate's a long gate, but anyway, the skip rolled out a long time ago, so it's just been some local stuff for the last little bit. So anyway, I'll switch back over to the base station here in a minute or so, and we'll get you back shortly. Motormouth Mall Mobile, stepping. Well, there it was. But, man, I was hammering my receiver. And I got too much low-frequency rumble up in there. But that was the mobile right there. Sorry for the bad playback. And I was right out in front of the station here running some power, so the receiver was getting killed by me sitting pretty close to it. But anyway, hello to you once again, Hawaiian Punch. I don't know if you got that, but there it was, Motormouth Mall stepping.
He may not be able to come back to you just right now. Just before you come on, he said that he would be right back. He said his wife was calling him in the room there, so give him a couple of minutes, and he'll probably get back with you there, Motormouth.
10-4, okay, sounds good. Yeah, man, that playback didn't sound real good because the recording got killed. But anyway, hopefully it hopefully gave him an idea of what could be done. I gotta, while I'm up here, I gotta leave here in an hour and a half or two. I gotta maybe take some of that bottom end rumble out of there. There's still too much rumble in the jungle, but yeah, the mobile's working pretty good, except for the fact that I'm a mud duck to break.
Yeah, 10-4. All righty. Yeah, I was copying the playback there. Yeah. That's because your mobile is so close to your base antenna. All right. I'll take a standby, and maybe in a minute or so he'll get back with you there. He had to go talk to his wife there for a minute. All righty. I'll be on the side.
All right. Sounds good. Catch you back in a bit there, Copperhead. Motormouth Mall stepping.
10-4.